last of the, frequently asked questions for our Become a Capper contest for 2021. The contest starts tomorrow. Shut off for the first day of entries is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as far as you entering your first picks for the contest. And after that, well, you're subject to the penalty if you don't enter the contest in time or you don't get your picks in time. You can read all of the rules, which will be a link in the description of this video to all of the rules. Now, we have a lot of people that have a lot of questions. This video is going to move rather rapidly, and it's going to be very, very direct because we're going to use this video as our frequently asked questions video. So instead of Joe explaining to people the same question over and over again, she will point them to the video and say, check the timestamps.
Absolutely. I'm going to timestamp this. The first timestamp is when does it start? And we already addressed that. Starts tomorrow, you guys.
Number 2. How do I enter the contest? How do I know that I'm entered?
Okay, so you guys have to go over to Instagram or Twitter. These competitions are completely separate. Do not message me saying you already got 500 when I'm assigning you a number in Twitter, because that's not a Twitter number. You need 2 numbers if you're in both of those contests. And you enter under the Enter Here post. You put your name and I'm in. If you do not give us your name, it's very hard to enter you off of your Instagram or Twitter name. We do need that name. So save yourself replying already to our messages asking for your name. Just put your name and I'm in.
Is there a master list that people can access, the people that don't believe that they've gotten a number yet or don't know what their number is? Is there a master list that people can access that has all of the numbers for each contest? And how can they access that list? Will there be a link in this video in the description to those lists?
Absolutely. There is going to be a link below in this video. Go on there. If there's any issues with your name, anything like that, a couple people have been put in as, for example, David from Toronto. That is his name. I've assigned him a number already on Twitter. We're waiting on his last name. So if you see that in there, that you're David from Toronto, know that I'm still waiting on that last name for you. Not many people like that. There is a couple, but you guys just click on that link if you don't think you have your number. If you look all through there and still cannot see your name and your number, please DM us at the account and I will assign you one.
Okay. Now, if I still don't see my name on the list and I believe I'm entered in the contest, what do I do then?
Just shoot us a DM, you guys. There's no point continuously putting messages on Twitter or Instagram. We know how those stack up. Just shoot over a DM there and I'll get it rectified.
Shoot the DM to Pick Dogs.
Yeah,
when you shoot it over. So not to Joe, not to Mitch's email, not to Mitch's Betting Badass Twitter account, to this one right over here.
Yeah.
That's where you send it. Okay. And all the instructions are there. So
that's the only way you guys are going to get answered. If you're messaging Mitch, you won't get a reply tonight. If you're messaging my personal ones, you're not going to get a reply either. I'm going to be focused on our Pick Dogs account, making sure that I'm answering all those people that are listening and writing us in the right spot. So if you write us somewhere else, I'm sorry, it's your fault tonight.
If anyone has any questions that's watching this live, or anyone has any questions after this, be sure to leave your questions in the comments section of the video. Anyone that's watching this live, feel free to throw this in the chat and we'll address it as one of the questions on the show. If not, leave a question in the chat on YouTube or in the comments on YouTube, and we will answer it there. And you'll have, the questions with the links, and the links will be in the description and everything is there. So we're just trying to get it that this is kind of like your reference guide, at the last minute reference guide to Become a Capper contest, which is, I knew it was going to get this big. Nothing I do remains like tiny. My old when I did it with my old business partner and I didn't take part in it, they had like 8 people, but I knew when I do it, there's going to be 800. And, that's what we have. So it's like, just remember, it's like you're one of 800 people. So it's like, if you can answer the questions yourself, do it. Some of these questions have already been answered in the post. Do I have to do the video? Joe, as far as entering the picks, when do the picks need to be in and when can they start?
Yeah, the picks need to be in by 11 Eastern every morning.
AM.
AM. Yeah. AM. So what I'm going to do is, you guys, I'm going to make sure that post is up the night before. You'll have plenty of time. So if you get up early in the morning, look at the lines, you're able to get that in. Yeah, so make sure they're in by 11 a.m. Eastern. Everything is timestamped on the internet. We'll be able to see if you're putting those late picks in. And if it's after 11, it doesn't count.
What type of picks are eligible for them to use? Like, what can they do? Right. Can they do prop bets or, whatever they want? Or is it just win-loss total?
Yeah, so for this competition, you guys, we will be doing spread bets, money line bets, and total bets.
And the money lines have a parameter of plus 175 or minus 175. It's got to be there or in between. If it's an underdog and it's more than plus 175 and it wins, the highest that you'll be rewarded is plus 175. On the other side, if you take a favorite and it's more than minus 175, it's an automatic loss on for you. If you enter in a pick for a prop, a half, or anything like that, it's an automatic loss at minus 100 as well. Everything's got, and it's like, I understand that these rules are cutthroat and it's not meant to take away from the fun of the competition. We're talking about a mass number of people here. So it's like everyone, we're trying to make it as flexible as possible. But to me, the way that I started on the internet and the way that, it's always been done, and, basic handicapping 101 is picking winners and losers in games and over in totals. And that's just the way that it's done. And, I don't think there's any skill in these, minus 600 parlays, parlaying the 5 biggest favorites on the board, or these minus ones, or anything like that.
It's not what we're looking for at the end of the day.
No. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. And, I'm not looking for people that need to email me with a million questions either.
No. Absolutely. That's going to get you red flagged for sure.
I mean, you see that because we're not, there's exceptions to the rule, and everything. It's like I own the company. So it's like, is it just the 2 winners that will be made cappers? Well, maybe not. Even if you win, you still are subject to, I'm going to check my emails. And if you sent me nasty emails in the past, or you made nasty comments, you're blocked on our Facebook group. You're blocked on our, YouTube channel. You're blocked on these things. Well, you're not going to be part of my company. So don't waste your time and don't waste our time. And I think also, we've had people that didn't win the contest before get hired on as cappers because we felt that they added something. Jovan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the guy that we added last year. We added 1 last year, and it was Jovan, and he's worked out really well. So it's like, I know, I've worked with a lot of different people over the years. You see some cappers come and go from our site, and 99.9% of the time they leave. Well, I would say 95% of the time they leave because there's an issue where it's like they've done something over and over again where it's just a very simple policy, like someone, you have to look at it as if you're a customer. Yeah. What if you're somebody that paid, $100 to get a week of picks, and it's like it's noon and the games start at noon and there's no picks entered there? I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm always going to take the customer side on something like that. I don't take the customer side on everything, but something like that's well within your control, I always take the customer side because I know how hard everybody works for their money. I understand. I didn't start off in Hawaii. You guys know that. You guys knew me when I took my last $10, and started betting on sports and started broadcasting it, on the internet, how I was going to bet my $10. Boy, that was a good run. Anyways.
Which people have also asked about betting units. Now, I know that's something that we haven't brought up, but do you want to explain that to them?
The units, every bet is counted based on 100. There's no 5-star plays. There's no 3-star plays. There's nothing like that. Every bet counts the same. It's 100 is a base unit. I believe that's in the rules. And David Stanton, what format will we be using when we enter the picks? Just say the team name and the point spread. Your pick and the spread. And where you got the spread. And it's got to be one of the books listed on our odds page at Pick Dogs. It's got to come from our betting odds page.
Absolutely.
Any other questions? Any other comments? Criticisms?
Again, you guys, I want to stress Twitter and Instagram are 2 separate numbers.
2 separate numbers. 2 separate contests.
Yeah.
You can enter both.
Mitch, I'm just trying to think of any other questions that I have been asked repetitively. I think we're covering most of them. So if you guys do have an issue, though, if you've been assigned a number, or if you haven't been assigned a number and you still have an issue tonight, especially on Twitter, Twitter has been cleaned up, you guys. Instagram, I will be doing after the live soccer show today. So make sure you hit me up on Twitter this afternoon if you're still missing that number, because that means I've just missed you on the list there. But Instagram, you guys, work in progress. I'll be over in there cleaning it up later.
Here's another person emailing me about the capper contest.
Yeah.
You know, I am not running the contest. You know, you haven't seen me, you know, and that's the thing. This is the one thing a year that I totally remove myself from. If there's a controversy, if there's a problem, if there's something that needs a ruling, then I step in. But this is the one thing that I let everybody, that, you know, last year was Rod and Chris. This year, Joe and Rod, for the most part, are doing it. And I kind of let them, I steer clear, because organizational things, not my thing. Not even close. My wife is, you know, she's got a labeler, and you know, you should see all my stuff. It's neatly labeled, but if you notice, none of the handwriting is mine. Like, none of it. It's like I got little boxes. I got clear boxes for all my stuff that I could see the stuff and everything. Yeah. And not one of those things did I actually put into the box. So, you know, organizing, it's not. Yeah, the deadline is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't care where you live.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't live on Eastern Standard Time, and neither does Joe. So
no,
we do not care. The deadline is the same. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, and good question there by Chris about IG Reels. So when you're posting that video on Thursday, same rule for that video. It has to be up by 11 a.m. Eastern as well, no matter where you live. You can do it to a reel, you can do it to a story, but we need it also to stay on your wall. So the reels, you have an option to post on your wall or not to post on your wall. It needs to stay on your wall, and you guys cannot remove your videos. Same with Twitter. You have to make sure you're posting that video on your wall, not taking it down. You need to tag us, and you also need to hashtag PickDogsCapper contest, so we can easily find them all.
For reals.
You're not DMing us. Yeah. Do not DM us your videos, please.
Please. Yeah,
but you need to post them on your wall so we can find them, and we will be checking them. And if they're taken down, it's going to count as you didn't enter it.
If you follow us on Twitter and Pick Dogs, there's a post that says "Enter the contest" here, and then there's a link to the article that was written on how you enter the contest and what the rules are for the contest. So not everyone that just follows us on Instagram or Twitter is automatically entered in the contest. It would be a logistical nightmare. It already is hard enough as it is.
Absolutely.
So the format to enter your picks, remember, you put your name, your number, and your picks. It's that simple. Do people grade their own picks? And then we put their score in the next day? Is that how we do it?
I'm not sure how you did that, Mitch, last year.
All right, we'll ask Rod on that. We'll ask Rod.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any more questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. What if the lines flip after 11? How long do each video stay on the wall?
Your video has to stay on your wall. You
It's got to
can't
stay
take
on
your
the wall
video
because
down.
the video is only for a week. It's like the video is only once a week. With all the different contestants, I'm going to personally watch every video. I don't have the time to do that in a day. You still have to enter your picks in the contest thread that day.
Yeah.
But
and you guys, we don't want people removing their video. That's the point. We want to go back at the end of this competition and look at all your videos as well.
Yeah, if the video's been removed, then you'll be eliminated from the contest because to me it'll show that you didn't do the video at all. You know, I would do it before tonight if you want to enter the contest. Waiting till the last minute is the worst thing you can do. We don't want people that wait till the last minute. You know.
No.
The rules are on there. Tonight wouldn't be a video night, you know. The video doesn't start. It won't start till next week. Read the rules. So on Thursday, both videos and picks as well. Correct? No, the videos are on Tuesdays, right?
Thursdays.
Oh, so it's Thursday's video day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Tuesday, so I was wrong.
That's okay.
Yes. Any of the 5 books on the odds page, even if the lines are different. As long as it's not a bad line, like the line that's just off, you know, way off. If it's a half a point or whatever, take the best one.
Yeah.
Take the best one because that's what we do. I shop lines when I bet, that's for sure. I encourage it. I encourage people to shop lines. That's why we have the betting odds page. Like this Duke Ohio State game, you know, it's all over the map. This thing's gone from 3.5, went all the way down to 2 when we were doing the live show this morning, and right now it's 3.5 again. Crazy. I think this thing could go to 5 the way it's got this momentum behind it. Nuts. Anything else?
No. I just want to really stress to people that Thursday when you're entering that video, you are still entering your picks on the post that is out.
If you're confused, then you haven't read the rules at the website.
Yeah.
Right? Then you haven't read the rules. There's certain things that it's like they're legitimate questions where things might not be clear, but if that is clear. That is clear. And if you can't put that together from the rules that are on the website, we're not going to sit here and answer it for you and do that. What we're going to say is we're not missing anything by not having you in the contest. I love you all, but it's like I'm not looking for extra work. You know, I'm not looking for a hand-holding person. I'm looking for someone that, you know, the next Joe Madden, you know, who after the show, you know, her first show is like, well, what else am I going to do? Tell me what else. How about if you run the contest? Okay, I'll do it. You know, she's regretting every bit
Might
of
not
that.
have gone down that way. If you want to remember it that way, that's a good way to remember it, Mitch.
I'm like, you know, Joe, we're running this really fun contest. It's really a good time.
Oh, I love it. And remember, you guys, when you're making that video, because some of you might sit there and spend 5 minutes making a video, you won't be able to upload a 5-minute video on your Instagram or your Twitter. Look at the time limits on both of those. I believe it's under 1:45 for Twitter for the standard video, and IG's around a minute 30 to make sure it goes to your wall. So make sure you're doing that as well. Your videos don't have to be elaborate, but again, we're looking for people with talent as well.
Yeah, I'm looking for, right, they don't need to be elaborate. The production quality doesn't really matter all that much. We could always fix that, you know?
Yeah.
Look at Joe Madden's videos 6 months ago and look at her videos now. You know, it's like we can fix it. Look at Goran and Ashley, you know, look at their videos 2 days ago and look at their videos yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we can fix that stuff very, very quickly and easily. You know, I look at my videos a year ago. I was doing this the other day. I was showing Ruffalo because he got all sensitive. You know, I I said, here's my videos 2 years ago. Here's my videos a year ago. Here's my videos 6 months ago. And here's my videos today.
Yeah. Yeah. Continuous
Totally
improvement.
Continuous.
Yeah. It's what we all strive for.
Continuous.
Yeah. No one's perfect. So you guys don't be scared.
No one's perfect.
James has a good question. What if someone buys premium packages and is using them as their own picks? Oh. I don't know how we can monitor that, but if you're doing that, you're not going to last very long as a handicapper.
Either not going to last very long as a handicapper, or it's going to get expensive. I mean, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what you do about that. It's a good question, though. I don't know. Hopefully you buy from a good guy that's hot. I mean, it's, there's nothing wrong with having the same picks as the other handicap. It's going to happen,
Yeah.
So I don't really, it is an interesting question, but at the same time, I don't know if it depends on what capper and what days. I mean, there's not a capper in the world that wins them all. I know that, I know there's a capper out there. I know that's as good or better than any capper that we have, over a 1 month or a 1 week or a 1 day period. I don't think that they're going to be better than anything we have over a 1 year period, but, I don't know, or over a 2 year period or 5 year period or whatever. We're not in a sprint, we're in a marathon. A month is a tough run, and this is not the easiest month of the year. This is why Brian and I generally do well in December, because most people get killed. It's like those bowl games, and then you have like college basketball and NBA, and it's, just NFL, that playoff crunch. And this is the toughest year of the NBA ever. I mean, of the NFL ever.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Ever. I'm looking for
it's
one
a
of my
crazy
old
year
videos to show everybody the quality, what it was just 6 months ago. What my videos used to look like, or a year ago.
Yeah, I think one thing we can say towards that question by C. James is, like, we're looking for someone who can come here and confidently talk. So if you're out there trying to beat the system by buying someone else's picks, hoping that's going to get you to work with us, at the end of the day, you're still going to have to be able to talk and confidently talk about what you're betting for that day. So I guess someone could do it and play the system, but I don't think it would work out well for you in the long run.
I don't think so either. So let's see if I can do this. If I can, there's got to be a way.
Yeah, we got a question about, is it easier to do on Twitter than IG?
Here's my video from let me change this. I messed this up, but there, you can see it now. This is my video from 2 years ago compared to my videos that I do now. So you guys can see that. This is Minnesota Penn State college football from 2019. Not bad, but not, hardly what I do now. This is just, 2 years ago, college football season. Anyways, I lost our scene. I don't know where the hell we went. But
where'd we go, Mitch?
I don't know.
Bring us back.
Let's see. There we go. But you guys can see, and if you go further back, hard to believe. So in 11/9/2019, my college football video, Penn State against Minnesota, like a decent game, 922 views total. It's crazy. My videos now do like thousands. Can you hear me?
You're killing it. Can hear you. You're killing it.
Killing it.
Yeah. We've got the same question. It is repeated. It's one. Every bet counts the same. You can't put multiple units. And yes, all 1 to 3 bets have to be for that day. They can't be for over the week.
Yep. 1 to 3 bets a day. If you don't enter a pick in, it's minus 200 or 300, did we say? If you miss
minus 200, we said.
Okay. So it's a good way to get yourself out of the contest in a hurry. And if you don't enter picks for 3 days, you're out.
Yeah.
If you don't enter your video on Thursdays, you're out.
Yeah.
If you fall more than 2,000 units behind the leader, you're out. If you're a pain in the ass, if you're a pain in the ass, you're out. If you're abusive, you're out. If you're, you know, any of those things.
Yeah. And don't write Mitch giving him some sub story about why you couldn't, because it's not going to keep you guys in. So there'll be plenty of time. The post will go out the night before. You'll have over 12 hours to get those bets into that post. So it will be up way before 11 Eastern the night before.
I got someone that just keeps emailing me over and over and over again about the contest. Something about Instagram. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah. And like I said, you guys, I spent all morning cleaning up Twitter. Instagram's going to be cleaned up later today.
Right, so I think I have Instagram on my phone.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Let me see.
And you know what? People are just waiting on numbers over there, Mitch. From what I saw on Twitter, the numbers that were missed.
It's like a
little pink, little pink square. But you guys, it's going to get all cleaned up as long as you have put your name. And that's one thing, please, if you're watching this right now, you know, you have said I'm in on Instagram and you don't have your name in your, what is it called? Your profile, like your account name isn't your name. I'm going to be writing you today from the Pick Dogs account saying, okay, you're in, but what is your name? And then I'm going to have to spend more time adjusting the sheet to get that name in there. So please, if you're watching this, go over, make sure your message says I'm in and your name.
So I got the IG, right? I got the Instagram right here. So what I do, I push on this one that says Pick Dogs. And now I got this that says we're going live.
Yeah, so that's the story, Mitch.
Okay, so what am I doing now?
So you want to go to the wall for Pick Dogs.
So how do I do that? I go to the search and I type in Pick Dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to the search. I type in Pick Dogs. Okay, this is our channel. This is what it looks like.
Yeah. Wow, and cool. Now you're going to want to look for the post that says enter here, Mitch.
Wow, we got 3,600 followers. Last time I looked, I think we had about 36 total. Nice. So here's a post, and I can see it right there. It's right at the top. It says, become a capper. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
And then I go here, and then I go.
So, Mitch, I think you hit on the highlighted bubble at the top in the stories. You actually want to go down on the wall and look for that exact post. But by clicking on that story, it will take you to the post if you click on it.
Here it is. So it's this one. I got it. I'm so money. Look, you got it. So you see this? It's this one right here. I click right on that. I could do it. Look at that. So
there you go.
I click on that post. Yep. I go like this. I say, I'm going all the way down. Oh, no, I guess I didn't do it right. So then there's all these other posts here, but I want to go on this one. And I say, I hit the little bubble, the chat bubble, and I say,
yep.
I'm in, bitches. I'm in, bitches.
There you go.
Right.
And as long as your name is in there, we're going to enter you in and assign you a number. And I will reply to those comments that you're in.
All right. I'm in, bitches.
If you entered on any other post, you guys, the likelihood of me finding that little message tonight is probably going to be pretty slim.
Yeah, the videos start this Thursday. So anyone that doesn't enter a video this Thursday, we could be weeding out half the field, you know?
Yeah.
Possible. I mean, I hope not. I hope that's the easy part for people, you know? Winning games over the course of a month is super difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, if you enter 3 picks a day over the course of a month, it's almost 90 picks. The 24th, there's only one game, and you're free to Ruffalo the 24th. don't need to make a pick. That's the only day you get a free pass. You can take a Ruffalo. I don't have a pick on this one. I wish I could find that show where he said that. I don't have a pick. It's like, then why are we doing the ask him? I say, well, then why are we doing the show? What exactly are we doing here then?
Yeah. Love it. Yes, the videos start this Thursday.
I'm excited about it. So any other questions here? You can ask any other questions in the by 11 a.m. Like the picks.
Yes.
You got to put the picks. In addition to the video, you still got to post your picks.
Yeah.
I think that's a difficult thing, that we need to make clear to people. And I know.
Yeah.
It was just dead silence afterwards. What does that mean?
When he said it.
Yeah. It's like, what?
I have to go back and find that. That would be great to see.
It's got to be 12/24/2020. That show. It's got to be. I'll probably have Ruffalo on my new morning show too. I'll probably have him.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, I'll have him on a bunch.
I really like him.
I think I'm going to have guests. I think a lot of the days I'll just be by myself, and I think other days I'll have guests, here and there.
Yeah.
It's early for Joe. It's not a good time for her, but she might be able to do a pop in. I'll Brian on Rod and Chris and whatever. As long as Rod doesn't bring his pen, I'm good. What do you guys think about the Rod this? I'm not sure where I'm at with it. I know where I'm at with it. It's funny.
Oh man.
Anyways, any more questions? Any more comments? Any more complaining? Because we got a soccer show to do.
Yeah.
Got places to be. This went a lot longer than I had hoped it would. I was hoping it'd just be quick Q&A. What happens if there's a tie for first place? Oh, I'll probably hire both of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? No, I think I'll hire both. There's a tie. I think the odds are so slim that if there's a 5-way tie, I'll hire all 5 as long as they don't fit the criteria. No, there'll be a post that will say drop your picks here for the games for September 1st, games for December 1st, games for December 2nd.
Yeah.
Remember to do your video today.
Oh, yes. I will make sure I put that in the post too.
I've just never used Instagram. I mean, I never did either. You just saw me do it. I just did it on the show. I just did it.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm so in.
Yeah.
Maybe I will enter. Maybe I'll use.
And you guys, if you don't know how to use Instagram, Google it. Get someone to show you how to use it. It is super user friendly. So if you can use Facebook, you can use Instagram.
Yeah. How many users does Instagram have?
Oh, you know what? Right now, but I have not, Mitch. I spent last night and today on Twitter. So it was 133 as
no, I meant like how many. So 1.386 billion people use Instagram. I think you can figure this one out. This is one that I really think people can figure out. 1.386 billion people use Instagram. 2.291 billion use YouTube. So nearly double the amount use YouTube, which is why I concentrate on YouTube so much.
Yeah.
I never really put as much into Instagram because you can't do everything. I always go for the big one.
Absolutely. Yeah, Instagram's short and sweet, like the video, short and sweet. So, yeah, utilize it the best you can, you guys. I'm sure you got this.
You got this.
You got this. I believe in all of you, except for those annoying ones that keep messaging me. No, I'm joking. I believe in you all. There is no such thing as stupid questions, but direct them towards the Pick Dogs Instagram and Twitter and not towards Mitch. Please.
Yes.
Anything else you wanted to finish off with, Mitch?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just excited to meet the next capper, and I just hope they're not a pain in my ass. That's all I'm hoping.
And I was going to say, what's your special message to them? And that is it. Just don't be a pain in the ass.
Don't be a pain in the ass. Be part of the team. So we had one. I want to tell you, and this we don't even need to timestamp this or anything, but I'll say that somebody Somebody went to enter the contest. They found out there was a video portion, and they don't want to do the video portion. They think that what we're saying is that the video and whatever is more important than being a good capper. And I say no. I say it is important though, because for us, what we do here is all about accountability. It's all about accountability, and it's like if you don't have a face to put in the camera, and I show up here. I've had a horrible NFL season, and it's like I had a horrible day on Sunday, but on Monday I showed up, right? Showed right on up, and yesterday I went 3-0 in college basketball, right? So it's like, you got to just keep showing up. Friday and Saturday killed it. Sunday had a horrible day. I mean, some days are going to be better than others, but it doesn't mean that you get to hide and stick your head in the sand until you have a good day again and talk about how great you are.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want that. It's not what we do. That's what everybody else does. I'm looking at the leaderboard for the first time. Joe Madden, plus 300 yesterday.
Yeah, I had a good day. I had a hard Sunday, but went 3-0 yesterday, so nice bounce back.
Nice. I had a pretty rough week up until Friday, so waiting for some stuff to pick up again, and I'll climb right back up on the leaderboard. Brian said I was ahead of him on the college basketball leaderboard. Let me take a quick look. I'm waiting to see one of your guys' names on here.
Yeah.
Jovan, 30 days. He's from the contest. College basketball, Mitch Wilson, plus 617. I don't really care about leading in November. That's the whole problem with college basketball. I want to lead in March. Me and Brian are right there, though, with Jovan, right? Once again. And if you look at NBA, James Clark,
Jovan.
another winner, another winner. So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Anyone else out there? Mike Jones has a 40-11 record since the start of college basketball. No, you don't. Show us then. Join the contest, man. Join the contest and show us. I bet you don't win. I'll bet you, Joe Madden. I'll bet you Mike Jones doesn't win.
No, I thought you said I'll bet you Joe Madden. I'm like, what?
No. I'm fading Mike Jones.
Yeah, I know.
All these guys that always say it's always these guys that have these records, right?
Yeah.
That always say they have these records are always the ones that win. They're always the ones that get slaughtered. And the guys like James Clark, who we never even heard a word from, that followed our site for 10 years, are the ones that win. The guys like Jovan, followed our site for years, ends up with big plus units, I know how it is. Show me I'm wrong, Mike. We'll have you right on board. We'll have you doing shows with Joe Madden, Joe and Mike show, and Brian Bittler. I'm ready.
I like it.
I'm excited. I think the video portion really adds a whole nother element to the contest.
Yeah, so do I.
It'll help us find the next really, outside of the people that win, it'll help us find some really good people that could do some stuff with us. You never know. Yeah. We're in the market. We have a few people that left. We had a dispute with one of the other sites. So people had to so we lost a couple of people, on that.
Yeah.
Some people stayed, some people left. I don't want to mention the name of the site.
Yeah.
Sports Memo. I wouldn't mention them.
And remember, you guys, that sports betting is a grind. It's not like if you come out the first day and you don't win your first 3 bets, don't give up. Just don't throw in the towel. It is a constant grind. And putting that video up and standing behind your picks is important too. And taking that criticism, because Mitch, we both know it. We make a video and our bets lose. people have lots of comments.
I'm
right?
here, but I'm still
Yeah.
here. And it's like, so Mad Capper said I would win, but I have a face for radio. But that's really not even, an issue with us. I mean,
Yeah.
I was told I was too old and crappy to do YouTube. I was told this by people that, I trusted, That's what they told me, that I couldn't do YouTube because I was too old and crappy, that they were sick of apologizing for me. I'm not sorry, by the way. Not one bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why they apologize for me when I'm not sorry, but that's a different story for a different day. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe because
Mad Capper, I encourage you to enter because
look, not everyone on our site looks like Joe Madden. We got Rod and Chris and me and Brian and everybody else.
And Joe Madden just has very good lighting. So
Joe Madden's got good lighting.
Wait till those bad lights come on. You guys will look totally different.
Like, whoa.
So there is no such thing as a face for radio. I don't believe that at all. I think if you're a genuine person watching you on video, it comes across.
Yeah.
And I think that is the biggest thing for me when I watch people on video.
People criticize me all the time for my looks and, being old man and all this other stuff. But, I just keep showing up. It's like, not everyone's going to be for everyone. I'm sure even Joe gets some nasty comments on
I have the worst eyebrows on Instagram. Kind of wear it like a badge of honor now. Worst eyebrows on Instagram. So, the things I've heard over the years, it hasn't been pretty. So don't worry, you guys.
I hear it all the time from myself. It's like, I hate you. I hate your glasses. I want to kill you.
Yeah.
That's what people used to say. I don't even wear my glasses anymore on the show. Complex. Thanks everyone for joining us. Wish everybody the very, very best of luck. If you have questions, put it in the thread of this video. Or if, and then from there, if you need to DM us, but really all the answers that you need should be in that post. They should all be in that post. Everything should be there.
Yeah. And I will timestamp this after we get our soccer video out, you guys. So be timestamped this afternoon. So you can go back and look at those.
Yeah, it could be life-changing, And I understand that. Because, like, my wife, we were walking the dog, and she's like, yeah, just what you guys needed, more stuff piled on your plate for the last month of the year when it's already crazy. And I'm like, this could change somebody's life, I'm like, this could be a life-changing thing. And there's people out there that, I'm not saying, like, you become a capper on our site and you're going to be rich overnight, And you guys have seen me, do this over the years. And it's like, I didn't get rich overnight, I started in my, when I first started, I was in a 800 square foot apartment, in Chicago. It's like, I didn't start in Maui and I didn't have, you look at some of these other sites that are owned by these European companies, and it's like most of the other sites out there, most of our competitors. And it's like, these guys all start with a ton of money and a ton of stuff. We don't do things that way, and, it takes time, and you're going to have big months and you're going to have months where you don't do so well. It's the nature of the beast. I don't know anyone that has won 12 consecutive months.
No.
I don't know anybody. Mr. Westside said, you're beautiful despite your eyebrows.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it so much.
I threw the eyebrows in.
Okay.
I threw that part in.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, it was, I don't know. People are so interesting online. But get used to it, you guys, if you want to win this contest, because people aren't the nicest. But
well, like I said, how did you get rich, Mitch? I've been online capping for 15 years, and I've been capping long before that. But my story is out there. I started with $10, and I started betting, and I started doing my shows, and my website, my first website, I typed into Google, how do you start a website? There's a video out there about it. And if you Google Mitch Wilson, sports handicapper, Mitch Wilson, sports blogger, you'll see there's all kinds of podcast interviews I've done. There's all sorts of, interviews that people have interviewed me, but I started with $10. And it's a true story. I'm not like a lot of these other guys. They come in, they have, $25 million capital raise and, all this other business plan and stuff. Most of the other sites out there that are competitors have that, That's why we're different. That's why I can get out here and say, I could say what I want to say because I don't have to answer to anybody like all these other guys because they're all sold out. They're bought and paid for. Like when you go to another site and you look at their sports books and their ratings, they've sold that to somebody. It's like whoever's paid them the most money for the highest rating is rated the top sports book by them. All of those sites. Almost every single one of them. I'm not saying all of them. I will say almost all of them. It's paid for. So it's like the review, the whole thing. It's not like just a, honest sports book review. It's like, well, these guys paid us the most, so we're going to rate them number one. I don't know about fixing games. I don't know about that part. I just know that, they all have different agendas because they're not owned by a person. They're owned by companies. So they have shareholders. I step up on my biggest plays. I definitely do. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But I definitely step it up. I've made some big bets over the years. I mean, if you look at my camera roll, like from over the years, there's always, when I was in Vegas, I'm one of those people like in Vegas. Everyone always wants to go to Vegas with me because I always win. That's one thing. It's like I rarely have gone to Vegas and got it handed to me. I mean, it's happened, but it's so rare. It's happening. I can like the last time I got my clock cleaned in Vegas was 2005. Was the last time. March Madness 2005 opening round. That was the last time I got my ass kicked in Vegas, like really stomped. But outside of that, it's mostly usually just a big stack of cash that I can't fit in my wallet. And I don't even use a wallet anymore. I could show you like so many like that. Anyways, Joe, anything else to add here?
No, that's about it, you guys. I'm excited to see who wins this contest. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Should be a lot of fun.
Should be.
See, I even play like, the table games, like the push the button craps. I have $1,200 doing that. It's like all in this is like tons of vouchers and stuff. Just I'm one of those people like in Vegas. I just hit. Here's a slot machine I hit. These are all in the same trip.
I can't touch the slot machines. They drive me crazy. I hate that random luck.
These are all on the same trip. Every one of these pictures, they're all one after another. It's like I've been on some heaters out there. Like major heaters in Vegas. A lot of them. And, I'm fortunate in that regard. That I've had a lot of them. I'm one of those people, it's like if I win the lottery, I think more people would be surprised that I haven't won it before. They'll be like, you just won it the first time? Here's another one from the craps, the push button craps. It's like I could show you these are all over the place on my phone. Tons of these things. Vouchers. $8.50 circus. Here's another one. I got so many of them. It's like, it's amazing. I never really go back and look at this stuff. Anyways, any more questions? Any more stuff like that? Anything else exciting? Joey, ready for the soccer show?
Yeah, we better get on that.
Okay. Now you got me walking down memory lane.
Always a fun place to go, most of the time. Look at that.
Yep.
Show me the money.
This was the trip that I won. This was the trip that from this ticket right here, I started with $150 that I put on Iowa on the money line against Ohio State. This ticket right here, I turned that bet, $150, into over $31,000. And I did it over a 1 week period in Vegas, and we documented it on the live show. It was so much fun. I bet $150 on Iowa on the money line. There were 20.5-point dogs against Ohio State. I bet them to beat them outright. So 150 paid $1,650 back. I took the $1,650. We bet it on Miami against Virginia Tech. We bet it all. And then they were dogs in that game. We hit that on the money line. So now we were at like 3,000. Then like we bet all week long. And then by the time we got to the next Saturday, it was Miami against Notre Dame. And we bet it all. We bet like 14,900 on them. And they were dogs. We bet on the money line again. We hit that one. And then the Patriots played like the Texans on like Sunday Night Football. It was like Brock Osweiler. It was awesome. It's awesome. And that's how you put a new pool in your house or new bathrooms or whatever.
Absolutely.
That fast. It happens. Yeah. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. On Twitter, there'll be a post that says, post your picks. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the contest. I'm excited to meet the winner. Don't make fun of Joe's eyebrows either.